The lights of Los Angeles still glittered outside the hospital windows, but inside, the mood was heavy, quiet, cold, and tense in a way that made even the air feel weighted. Word had begun to spread that Ben Affleck was facing one of the darkest moments of his life, the kind that forces a person to confront every mistake, every regret, every fracture in the life they tried to hold together. And in the middle of that storm, one scene stunned everyone watching. As hours stretched into a long, aching silence, those close to the situation whispered the same thing. Where is J. Lo? She had always been a force, glamour, discipline, precision. But this crisis was a different arena entirely. It wasn't a red carpet or a press junket. It was raw, unfiltered human vulnerability. And for reasons no one dared speculate publicly, she didn't walk through those hospital doors. Jennifer Garner arrived quietly, almost slipping in without being noticed. No entourage. No cameras. Just a woman who had once known Ben Affleck better than anyone on earth and still, somehow, understood the language of his pain. She walked straight past the concerned staff, straight past the chaotic murmur of worried faces, and into the room where Affleck sat with his head in his hands. Witnesses later described the shift in atmosphere the moment she stepped inside, like someone had opened a window in a suffocating room. Garner didn't ask questions. She didn't demand explanations. She simply sat beside him. And for the first time that night, Affleck broke. Not with dramatic sobs or televised emotion, but with the kind of silence that only someone who truly knows you can understand. History has a way of returning. Despite everything, despite the divorce, the years apart, the separate lives, Garner's presence reminded everyone of one truth. She had been the anchor through many storms before, and she knew how to steady a ship when it was sinking. A nurse overheard only fragments of their conversation, but one line was clear enough to echo beyond the room. "Ben," Garner said softly, "you're not doing this alone." It was the kind of reassurance he hadn't heard in a long time. When it became known that Garner had stepped up while Lopez remained absent, the internet erupted with theories, questions, and comparisons. Some wondered whether distance had already begun to form in Affleck and Lopez's marriage. Others felt Garner was simply doing what she had always done, protecting the father of her children. But those closest to the situation insisted it was deeper than gossip. This was about history. This was about humanity. This was about showing up when it mattered most. Hours later, when Affleck finally lifted his head, he wasn't alone. Garner was still there, steady as ever. And though the night remained heavy, the sharpest edges of it had begun to dull. No cameras captured it. No headlines fully understood it. But those who were there said the truth was unmistakable. During Affleck's darkest hour, the person who showed up was the one who had stood by him long before the world ever watched. And the silence left by Jennifer Lopez's absence only made that moment louder.